Hello and welcome back to another video here on the channel. In today's video we are taking a look at Snapshot 20W11A, and in today's snapshot we have a load of new changes and some things to take a look at. Let's jump straight into things. Let's jump around in first person, and the first thing I would like to take a look at is the new enchantment on my netherite boots. Now this enchantment can go on any type of boots. It has 3 tiers, soul speed 1, 2 and 3. This, as you will probably assume, lets you walk nice and quickly over soul sand. But while doing this, it does reduce the durability fairly quickly for every block of soul sand you walk on. Now, I also believe this applies to soul soil, that's the word, and actually it seems that soul speed 3 is actually quicker than regular walking. I mean, we are actually going around really quick here on this soul sand, but then when we get onto the gravel, it's actually back at regular speed, so you can walk quicker with soul speed 3 on soul soil and soul sand. There we go, so that is the first thing we are going to take a look at. Next up, let's come and take a look at some of the smaller technical features. The bell can now be rung using projectiles, just like that. So you'll see that bell is being rung. This obviously applies to snowballs, we've got eggs there, and things like that, arrows and things like that. Alongside this, the hoe now has some more uses. Let's go and grab one of our gold hoes just like that. We're going to jump into game mode survival, and you'll see that the hoe is now the default block for the default tool for mining all of these types of blocks just here. That's the shroomlight, the dry kelp block, the netherwort block, the hay bale, both netherwort types of blocks, and the target block. So that is a nice little addition to give the hose a bit more use. Now, out of the corner of your eye, you may notice there's a brand new block up here. This is nether gold ore. This is identical to regular gold ore you will find in the overworld, and will, when mined, need to be smelted. And if we come take a look down here, let's put a bunch of that in our furnace, and also a bunch of it in our blast furnace, and you will see that this will do the exact same job. We are now able to find gold in the nether, which makes sense as we've seen our piglin friends trading and bartering with us, giving us lots of gold, and their love for gold, which this kind of makes sense with. Now that actually brings me on to an interesting point. Let's take a look at and see if the piglins, do they like these gold ores? Will they pick these up and take a look at them? Doesn't seem they will, so maybe that's something that they should add in the future. Now that if we just saw out of the corner of my eye, there are some new particle effects. These new particle effects will emit only when you are walking on soul soil or soul sand, and when you only have the soul speed, so many souls, when you have the soul speed enchantment on. So if we take a look, walk slowly back on the soul soil and the soul sand, there is no particles being emitted, but the moment we have this enchantment onwards, you will see that, yes, there we go. So we're getting these sort of small soul-like faces out of the corner of the screen just there, emitting when you're wearing this enchantment, which is a nice little feature just to add to that version. And yeah, if we take a look over here, you will see that that gold is now being blasted into regular gold ingots, so that is actually a way to get hold of gold in the nether. The gold ore block is still the same, so that can still be found in the regular overworld. So there we go, that is a good proportion of what we've got, and that's just reminding me, over here we have a brand new block. This is the twisting vine. These types of vines will grow upwards. We know that we have the weeping vines, which can be found in the red netherwort forests, and these will grow downwards. And these ones here will grow upwards. So let's take a look at these. We can climb up them just like this. This is a very interesting way to get around, and to grow them up, we can't right click down there just like we can with other crops, but we can place them above, and we can just actually climb up nice and easily. This actually feels like it's a bit better than scaffolding, I've got to be completely honest. It really does feel like it's quicker and easier to use. Alongside this, it will also prevent from fall damage, so if we just jump into one of them, we won't actually take any fall damage whatsoever when landing down there. So that's a very nice little feature. Alongside this, redstone seems to be coming over a big overhaul, which we'll take a look at in just a minute. But alongside this, soul sand, many new blocks and items can be placed on soul sand. So let's take a look at them. There are some redstone components, we've got doors, we've got buttons, we've got pressure plates, we have rails, things like levers, all loads of different components can now be placed on soul sand, sorry. Minecarts will no longer move slowly on top of rails, which is an interesting feature, as I know that I think that is reverting back to the way it was. I currently haven't looked through the bug fix changelog just yet, and I keep picking up all of these items, but there we go. Alongside this, bone meal can now also be used to quickly grow weeping vines kelp and these twisted vines just here. Now, if I haven't said already, these twisting vines will be found, as you can probably guess, in the warped forests, just like this, and they grow really quickly. Similarly do the weeping vines. You know what, let's get up to the top of the roof up here, just like this, and take a look at how many bits of bone meal it requires for us to get to the bottom. And I mean, take a look at that. It jumps down really quick. So that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, whoa, that was a big one, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. As you can see, with very little bone meal, we can cover a massive area. And if we break them down, let's say we break the very bottom one down here, you will see that actually breaks them all off and they will drop as items. So this is actually a really, really easy way to get hold of these. These will definitely be farmable. If you place a nice dispenser down there full of bone meal, activating, that will grow up and then break it every so often. So yes, this seems to be a very new, interesting mechanic. Now we're going to move on to something that appeared at the top of today's changelog. Everything I'm reading, as always, is down linked in the description. So redstone is one of the coolest things in Minecraft, they have said, and this is obviously a big component in Minecraft. Loads of people use this all of the time. This seems that they are talking about coming over some kind of overhaul to the redstone system. There are many bugs, as we know, things like quasi-connectivity, which are in the game, which are unintended features, but have been in the game for a long time and are used lots. However, it seems that they have decided that they want to take a further look into the way this is working and maybe make some changes to the redstone system. These have not appeared yet in today's snapshot, but these, as said, seem to be coming in future snapshots. This is the reason because coming into redstone is a very complicated area for new players who want to learn the new redstone system. So what they are asking for is they're asking for feedback. So any feedback you have before they make changes, make sure to head over to the feedback site. There is a link to that. If you just come out here, you'll see there is give feedback and you click on that button just there. You'll be able to head to that site straight away. They will be wanting feedback, and as we know, these will be coming in future snapshots. So we'll have to keep our eyes open, and as always, you'll be able to find everything you need to know. And here we go. They look really cool. I tell you what, those twisted vines, they look super cool in this forest down here. So they can actually go on these warped wall blocks as well. Very nice. So yeah, if you've got any feedback, make sure to leave it on the feedback site. And if you want to keep up to date with all the changes that might happen to redstone and to the entirety of the Nether update, make sure to stay subscribed. I'm trying to reach 600 subscribers by the time 1.16 is released. I think that's a nice number. So help me get there. That would be amazing. But as always, thank you for watching today's video. If it has been useful, helpful, or you've enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, as it really does help out the channel a lot. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.